Inside Tom Ford's former New Mexico ranch, now listed for an cheap $9 million price tag. Now, I'd never heard of Tom Ford before, but apparently he's a legendary fashion designer, which is pretty cool because I never knew that you could be a multi-millionaire fashion designer. That's a pretty cool thing to know about. So New Mexico's River Ranch, aka Estancia del Rio, which is built on 1,000 acres, that's pretty cool, once owned by fashion designer and Santa Fe native Tom Ford, is on the market for 8.95 million. It first hit the market for 12 million in 2019. Ooh, that's a lot less than it was previously. That sucks. So the 4 bedroom, 4.5 bath steel and concrete home at 411 Meza Prieta Road in Youngsville is 4,500 square feet. It was built along with additional casetas around 2011 to 2012 to take advantage of the pink and red hills and valley of the Piedra Lumbre land grant. Made famous by artist Georgia O'Keeffe, notes the listing. So Ford owned the land before he bought a bigger and more glamorous ranch known as Cerro Pelon, which sits on 20,662 acres and is anchored by a modern concrete home with glass walls and a reflecting pool designed by Pritzker prize-winning architect Tadao Ando. Now that sounds honestly like a pretty amazing setup. Now this alone, right? The Estancia del Rio sits on 1,000 acres. Like this, I actually really like the look of this, right? I like the look of this little jacuzzi thing. I just like it because it looks so simple and very relaxing. I feel like at night with the stars out and stuff, and you like sitting in the jacuzzi right there, would probably be one of the most amazing sights ever, right? Or right as the sun is like rising up and you're just waking up, seeing all the like cliffs and stuff, the hills all around you. Oh, that'd be so amazing. Personally. So apparently this is one of the 4 bedrooms. Okay. I kind of like the stone in this setup, right? Now, if you checked on like a previous episode of, these inside, really expensive properties, we checked out uh, Brad Pitt's new purchase, which was like a 40 or $50 million purchase, right? I like this property more than that property personally. It's like just a preference thing. I like this look of a property more than the 40 million or the $50 million price tag one. So Ford first listed Cerro Pelon in the Galisteo Basin just outside of Santa Fe for $75 million. Wow. In 2016, before selling it last year during the pandemic. When it was last asking 48 million, said broker Clayton Orgo of Compass, who ripped the buyer. That property was also used to film movies like Silverado, All the Pretty Horses, and Thor. The seller of Estancia del Rio is Fred Haas, a musician, philanthropist, and horse owner, who says he is selling because he needs to be closer to Santa Fe for his horses. I love it here and bought it for the peace and quiet to just be in nature and as a getaway. It's so beautiful, I hate to sell it. Haas told Give Me Shelter. Like, this is such a cool view, right? Like, this is literally an amazing view of a property. Which, by the way, if you like are listening to the podcast, you should go check this out on YouTube because truly, like the scenes of this land looks amazing. Yeah, the scenery rich ranch. Yeah, it's like this is basically like you look outside and you feel like you're inside the middle of a movie, right? So Estancia del Rio is also near Ghost Ranch, a beloved range in the Southwest made famous by O'Keeffe, who painted the Cerro Pedernal mountain next to Estancia del Rio. She called it her mountain, and you can see it from my doorstep, Haas said. The property is made of two separately deeded 500-acre tracts and borders Carson National Forest and the Chama River Canyon Wilderness Area. Like, oh, like, it just looks awesome, honestly. I wonder if there's any comments on this. Okay, a little bit. Stunning. However, the outdoor pool leaves little to the imagination. It's too far too small. This is the thing. I don't think it's an actual pool. I think it's a jacuzzi. Beautiful with stunning views. I agree. If you went to trade homes, I might be interested. Yeah, gorgeous. That pool is at a place there. Again, it's not really a pool. It's like basically like a jacuzzi, right? Should be in a covered pool house and much larger. Heated there, I would think. Looks more like an oversized hot tub, which basically it is. That Ford dude is really strange looking, almost cross-eyed, and I regret getting more info about him. Freak show, but I should have expected that in the Bizarro fashion world. Well, that's kind of odd and kind of like random to say. But honestly, like this is like a really beautiful setup, right? Like the way I see it, like this would be like this type of property would be cool to have if you're able to like work near your house or at your house, right? Because you can basically live on this ranch and then also have like a really nice setup. I would personally, this is me personally, right? If I had the enough money to buy this property and if I was like able to like run a business out of that property, I would buy this property, increase a driveway slash well, yeah, just a driveway, not even a garage, just a driveway, and literally just like stack multiple like supercars down the driveway, right? Because I think this would just look like an amazing setup, right? Because the look of it would just look amazing. Like when basically the sun's out, you're looking at the property and you're looking at all your cars on the driveway, right? Now that's just like a personal preference kind of thing. I just think that would look pretty cool. But, everyone has their own taste, right? Like again, personally, I like this look of a property more than I like the $40 million purchase that Brad Pitt bought recently, right? Like if I had $40 million to splurge, I would buy this property and probably like a Bugatti and like multiple supercars, right? Just for the fun of it, because it'd just be a cool setup, right? Feel free to give your own thoughts about this property, whether you hate it or like it. Personally, I like it. If you want to learn how to get out of debt and master your money, go to 14bucks.com.